World Series appearance. In 2009, the Bronx Bombers bashed their way through the AL East en route to a 27th World Series title. Last season, it was the Rays' turn again to hoist the banner. This year, the song remains the same as Tampa Bay sits atop the division while the Yankees trail by just 2 games. Tonight, these two rivals meet for the first time in 2011. Tonight we welcome you to Tropicana Field as the Rays homestand continues. Game 1 of a 2-game set. The Rays playing host to the New York Yankees. As play begins tonight in the American League East, the Rays with a record of 23-17, up by 2 full games on the second-place New York Yankees in at 20-18. Hi again, everyone. Welcome to an evening of Rays baseball. I'm Dwayne Statz with Brian Anderson. Todd Callis will be joining us throughout the evening as well. Here we are, better than 6 weeks into the season. Finally, the Rays and the Yankees will meet for the first time tonight. And they have 2 clubs here wearing the uniforms of Tampa Bay and New York, but they're 2 guys from Detroit who are leading these clubs offensively. Matt Joyce, former Tiger. Curtis Granderson, former Tiger.
Yeah, both of them, right? Both left-handed hitters. Matt Joyce, how about what he's done? You go back, well, look at here, last 30 games, look at those numbers, 433 average. He's come along with the power as of late, and what he's done is he's going up there with a game plan, and he is sticking to it. He is showing the willingness to hit the ball to all fields. That is why he is so red hot, and that's why he doesn't show any signs of getting off that kick that he's been on. And Curtis Granderson, how about what lineup with A-Rod, with Derek Jeter, with Mark Teixeira? What this guy's been doing is amazing. He's in the top 5 in the American League in all those categories. In fact, the 13 home runs is second in the American League, and he's getting it done against right-handers and left-handers. This is a guy against left-handed pitching, a 270 batting average with 6 home runs against lefties already. Amazing.
That's something very new for Granderson. For the Rays, the pitching couldn't stack up better from the rotation. Price and Shields tomorrow. David Price tonight goes after number 6.
Well, after the rough start against the Angels, the last 2 starts, David Price has come out and just pounded the strike zone with fastballs. He has filled it up, down and away, up and in, up and away, down and in. He has pitched very, very aggressively. He has had quite the mean streak, and look at those numbers. 2-0 record. The ERA obviously very good, but the bottom line is what's impressive. 16 2/3 innings, 17 strikeouts, hasn't walked a hitter.
And A.J. Burnett, the veteran right-hander, trying to rebound from a subpar season last year, off to a similar start to the one he had in the 2010 season. He's 4-10 this year with a 3.38. American League East showdown. First and second place clubs divided by 2 games just around the corner. And when we come back, we'll hear more. Todd Callis in store.
Yankees tonight from Tropicana Field, Monday Night Baseball. First of a two-game series as we welcome you back. Just about 5 minutes, a little under 5 minutes to go until first pitch. Now, these two teams have kind of flipped around, at least the Rays at the beginning of the season. As we take a look at the standings from after 9 games, the Rays were in last place. The Yankees were still near the top, but the Orioles were in first place. But the Rays and the Orioles have now traded positions. But look, it's actually closer now, 40 games in, than it was only 9 games in, as the Rays are on top of the Yankees by 2, the Red Sox by 3, along with the Blue Jays, and Baltimore 3.5 back. We caught up with Johnny Damon and Evan Longoria and asked them about the importance of facing the Yankees right now.
Everybody talks about when the Yankees and the Red Sox come in and how big the series are, and I mean, they really are. You know, we talk about how important these games are going to be down the road. We really, when you look to the end of the season, you don't want to be 1 or 2 games behind and think back to this point and when you didn't put importance on games. So, I think we need to try to treat every game with the same importance, but it's a little bit different when division rivals come in.
I think we stack up well against them, regardless of what the outcome of these games are. If we win or lose, we know we can compete with them. It's the American League East. It's going to be a dogfight until the end.
Oh, we're ready for baseball. 2 minutes, 45 seconds to go till first pitch. David Price has just wrapped up his warm-ups. A.J. Burnett, kind of unusual. The visitor usually doesn't wrap up earlier, but he did this time. He's in the dugout. We're ready. Dwayne Stats, Brian Anderson, with all the action in high definition. Enjoy.
Is brought to you by AutoWay, part of AutoNation, the largest automotive retailer in the country. So we can do big things. By Tires Plus. Thinking tires, think Tires Plus. By AT&T. And by Toyota. Moving forward. Welcome to Tropicana Field. The Rays and the Yankees squaring off for the first time this year. It'll be a little different story in the second half of the season. The Rays in at 23-17. They've dropped 2 straight. The Yankees 20-18. They dropped 5 in a row. Joe Girardi has Derek Jeter leading off, followed by the red-hot Curtis Granderson and then Mark Teixeira. Alex Rodriguez, the DH tonight. Robinson Cano at second with Nick Swisher hitting 6th and right. Andrew Jones is at left. Russell Martin will catch. Eduardo Nunez is at third base. He will hit 9th.
Well, taking the mound for the Tampa Bay Rays, making his 9th start of the season, left-hander David Price. You see the season numbers. He's coming off of 2 dominating starts. He led with the fastball, stayed with the fastball, finished with the fastball, been very aggressive. Pitched 8 innings in one, 8 2/3 in the other, and in that span had 17 punch-outs, no walks. Let's take a look at the Ray defense as it lines up behind him, left to right in the outfield. Sam Fuld, B.J. Upton, and Matt Joyce across the infield, third to first. Evan Longoria, Reed Brignac, Ben Zobrist, and Casey Kochman. John Jaso will be catching.
And there's Joe Madden, the Rays skipper. He's looking for a few more runs. And Joe Girardi, the manager of the New York Yankees, maybe looking for a little more tranquility than what he's had the last couple days with his New York ball club. Everything seems to be settling down a little bit. Derek Jeter came out in support of his teammate Jorge Posada, and so they had a little meeting about that, and now they think everything is settled down. So here's Jeter. Baseball in store tonight. Jeter hitting .260, and David Price delivers the first pitch. It's a little bit high. 1 ball and no strikes. Another fastball and a bit. 2-0. David making his 9th start, and admits that there's a little extra edge to him. Looking forward to making this start against New York. Fly ball down the middle into center, and B.J. Upton is there to make the catch.
Yeah, you can't help but feel that. Not only a division rival, but it's the New York Yankees. I mean, that's one of those teams that it could be interleague play, and you may see them every 4 or 5 years, and you're going to get jacked up to pitch against or play against the New York Yankees. But when you're talking about division rival, look at those numbers there. Yeah, David Price.
Well, it shows you he does get fired up to pitch inside the division, who many still think is the toughest division in baseball.
Well, he's pitched against the Yankees. He's had 3 starts against them here at Tropicana Field. He's 2-0 with a 1.59, and he's held the Yankees to a 154 average in the 3 starts here.
He's facing one of the tougher outs right now, and Curtis Granderson, even against left-handed pitching, as we alluded to in our opening comments. Granderson with 13 home runs, 6 against left-handed pitching. And there's a high fly ball back into straightaway center field. Upton will go to the track for it, and he makes the catch. A fastball. That fastball clocked at 97, and Granderson was right on it. I'll tell you, this guy is having an unbelievable year. We did some checking, and this month, if he sees a fastball, he's only missing it a little under 3% of the time.
Well, and how about that? I mean, 97-mile-an-hour fastball, lefty on lefty. Usually you're just fouling that pitch off, swinging through it, filleting it somewhere. He puts a charge into it. You know, he gets out in front, gets the head out, drives that ball to center field. You know, he made a mechanical adjustment in his swing coming into this year, something he changed with his hands to get him in a better position to hit. He's become much more efficient, and it's shown in his power numbers.
2 pitches into the at-bat now for Teixeira, and the count is 1-1. Jeter out to center and Granderson out on a long fly ball to center. The pitch is down. 2 balls and a strike.
And you can see David Price taking the same approach here, starting this ball game off against the Yankees that he did his last 2 starts, is really coming after him with that good plus fastball right from the get-go.
A little tap left side. Evan Longoria gloves and throws, and that takes care of Teixeira and New York. 1-2-3. Rays coming in to hit. No score. Rays coming in to hit in the bottom of the first inning. Take a look at the lineup. Sam Fole, Ben Zobrist, and Johnny Damon, the DH. Evan Longoria, Matt Joyce, and then B.J. Upton with Casey Kochman batting 7th, ahead of Reed Brignac 8th, and then John Jaso 9th.
Well, making the start for the New York Yankees, it'll be his 9th start also, is right-hander A.J. Burnett. 4-2 record, 3.38 earned run average. Coming off a start against the Royals, he gave up just 1 hit in 7 innings, but he walked 5 in that start. Something to look for. Here's his defense, left to right in the outfield. Andrew Jones, Curtis Granderson, and Nick Swisher. Across the infield, Eduardo Nunez, Derek Jeter, Robinson Cano, and Mark Teixeira. Russell Martin behind the plate.
Sam Fole puts down a bunt. Nunez in to make the barehanded pickup and to throw to first. So Nunez tested on the bunt, and he passed that test.
Yeah, Eduardo Nunez. Hello, there's an athlete down at third base. That Nunez got in there quick. You see Joe right there saying that was a good play. Watch how quick, out of the screen, getting this ball. That is not an easy throw right there to make. Throwing off his opposite foot.
Well, the Yankees are hoping to tighten up their defense. That's been a concern of this club recently. Certainly through the 5-game losing streak. Nunez, a very nice play right there. First pitch to Ben Zobrist as a strike.
Yeah, most of the time you see an infielder charge the ball like that, bare hand, and throw off his right foot. Nunez threw off his left foot. He threw off his right foot. Made that throw a little bit more difficult.
2 strikes to the count. But knuckle curve thrown by Burnett. And he's thrown that pitch a little bit more over the last couple starts. It's a chopper foul. George Hendrick showing those good hands on the pickup down there. And a kind heart. Into the stands, a souvenir.
Oh, that's something we've seen out of George all year long.
Yes, it is.
He's on quite the friendly streak. Leading the league.
You've got to be consistent in this game.
That's it.
He is. Zobrist lines it into right. That's going to fall for a base hit. And Ben is aboard. A breaking ball that was up a little bit.
Yeah, that problem right there was bad curveball after good curveball. You see the good curveball down in the zone, you top it, you roll over it, then you get the same spin, but it's a hanger. That's why Ben Zobrist was able to just poke that thing out in the right field. You see Russell Martin taps the ground. He wants that ball to bounce right there. You see that? Tells him I want it down. That's not down.
Now Johnny Damon. The Rays have a base runner with 1 out in the first against A.J. Burnett. Burnett, 34 years old. 4-2 through his first 8 starts last year. He was 4-1. Now, the first and back in is Zobrist.
And expect to see an awful lot of that. The Rays, we've talked about, everybody knows they love to run, put pressure on the defense. A.J. Burnett gave up 37 stolen bases last year. Teams were 37 out of 42, and that's been something that's been an Achilles heel for him for a number of years. I mean, the year before that, he gave up 23. Back in 2007, teams were 31 out of 31. Not one caught stealing, so the Rays will be looking to exploit that, and he knows it.
Pitch to Damon. And a strike over the inside part of the plate with a fastball. Yeah, that makes it difficult. Russell Martin has had difficulty throwing out runners, and if you get a guy like Burnett, who's always given up a lot of stolen bases, that's a tough combination for the battery. Quickly over to first. Zobrist back in.
You can see the attention that he's already paid to Ben Zobrist. 3 throwovers, 1 pitch made.
That pitch is wide, 1-1. Damon with the Yankees for 4 years, starting in 2006. And had some good years over there with New York in 06, 7, 8, and 9. A little tap and a foul ball. Comes up and makes contact with Damon while he was in the batter's box. Well, the Rays still trying to figure out a formula that will produce them runs at home. They're averaging right around 2.7 runs a game at home, and they're 2 games under 500 here at the Trop. 10 and 12. Zobrist is back in.
Zobrist was leaning.
Yes, he was.
That little excitement in your voice, you saw that too. He was leaning towards second base. But see, that's where if you've got quicker feet, you get him. A.J. Burnett did what he could do, but definitely Ben Zobrist had visions of maybe moving on that pitch.
And a check swing, foul ball. Count holds at 1-2 to Damon. Yeah, a year ago when Burnett had a difficult time over the last 4.5 months of the season, he did get off to a good start. And his numbers are interestingly very similar to a year ago at this point. Pitch out as Zobrist is on the move, and they're going to get it. Jeter taking the throw. So the Yankees guessed right on the pitch out. And Zobrist is caught stealing for the first time this season.
Well, they know the Rays want to run, and they're going to try to take advantage of A.J. Burnett. There's the pitch out, a good feed for Martin, and the throw, plenty of time. Not the best jump, it wouldn't have mattered. A good jump, he still would have been planted.
And Damon pops it up right side. Cano out from second base makes the catch, and the Rays are finished in the first through 1, no score. On to the second inning. No score. David Price and A.J. Burnett hooked up in the first game of this 2-game set. For Price in the first, 1-2-3, getting Jeter, Granderson, and Teixeira. And Alex Rodriguez, who is the designated hitter tonight, will lead it off. 10 pitches in that first inning for Price. All fastballs, and the last one, when he got Teixeira on the ground ball to third, was clocked at 98. That fly ball to deep center hit by Granderson was 97.
I'll tell you what, that ball game against the Los Angeles Angels here in this building where David Price went 4 1/3 and gave up 12 hits and 5 earned runs may be the best thing that happened to him.
Now Rodriguez takes a pitch. That's outside, 1-0. 6 home runs this year for Alex Rodriguez, and 619 puts him 6th on the all-time list. Pops it foul, right side, and that ball is going to carry out a play. He does have 1 career home run off David Price and 5 for 20 lifetime. That's a strike. He takes a fastball, 1-2. Rodriguez coming off their homestand at 200 for the stand. He was 5 of 25 and is called out on strikes right here. Fastball caught looking. First strikeout for Price.
Let that be a lesson to all you young pitchers out there. If you're going to pitch inside, what you have to do, you've got to be willing to double up. It's exactly what he did. And Alex Rodriguez not expecting the fastball to be repeated in there, and you saw his reaction. He knew it was a strike, didn't even remotely offer at it, completely frozen and fooled. That's what doubling up. You know, a lot of hitters will say, okay, yeah, he came in there, now he's going to go back out away. You double up in there, freeze him.
Robinson Cano takes a pitch down and away. You see Cano's career numbers against the Rays, and he has been trouble for the Rays offensively. .323 with 15 home runs.
He's no Howie Kendrick. Approaching
really?
it.
I'll tell you, you'd hate to have those guys hit back-to-back in a game against the Rays. Wow. 2-0 the count to Cano right now. Ground ball back over the middle, through into center. Cano has a base hit.
Now that's got to be, if you're a left-handed hitter off David Price with his stuff, your approach has to be up the middle the other way. And that simple stroke right there by Cano, and just hits the ball hard right up over the mound and into center field.
Now Nick Swisher, switch hitting outfielder. Swisher hitting just .217, but against lefties .364. Down and in, a ball to no strikes. It's the breakout so far this year. And you figure he's one of the guys in their lineup who's going to hit more than he's hit so far. He strokes it into center and a base hit. Down to second base goes Cano. So Swisher has a base hit. Back-to-back Cano and Swisher.
I think the Yankees are picking up on David Price, coming with all fastballs. The last couple have caught just a little bit too much plate. This one trying to go away. You see a ball comes back middle in. That was just a missed spot. Swisher head down. Nice swing. Again, right back up the middle.
And it's going to be Andrew Jones, who's in there in left field. Jones batting .237. And a fastball away from him at 98.
Yeah, and you know, that's the thing. David Price can continue. It's not like he needs to go away from his game plan. You can continue to attack with the fastball, especially when you got the stuff that he has. But you've got to still be able to be, they have to be quality strikes. You've got to hit your spot.
Fly ball lifted toward right. Matt Joyce is there. He makes the catch, and the runners hold at first and second.
There you go. Back-to-back fastballs to Andrew Jones, again with the fastball. But guess what? Those two were in better spots. That one down and away, and he gets the soft fly ball to right field. The other ones, he missed his spot. But you can keep attacking with that pitch as long as you throw it where you want to.
Yeah, it's nice to throw 98 with fastball command, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The one thing that 98 does do is if you do miss a pitch, you've got a better chance of getting away with it. You're not going to get away with it every time, like right there.
Russell Martin just behind on that 96-mile-per-hour fastball.
Yeah, see, this is a missed spot, but he gets away with it because of the velocity. He wants that ball in. It's up and away, but you could see it over the top of Martin's bat before it gets to the hitting zone.
Ooh, strike 2 call. Punched it up a couple notches right there to 98.
And drove it right in. I mean, I'm going to tell you what, if he's able to consistently pitch into the righties at that velocity, look at Martin's knees buckle, and that pitch is catching a lot of play.
Two-strike pitch. Took a shot in there again. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, pitch at that velocity and that location is just lethal.
Just not something that you're looking for as a hitter. Although now you got to cover everything.
And a ground ball headed towards short, knocked down by Brignac. Gets a toss away to second, but it's not in time. Everybody's safe. And the bases are going to be loaded. Martin's going to get a base hit. And I would normally think that Brignac's going to make that play and throw him out, but he got a little late break or a late read on that.
Late breaker is over in the hole more. This is just a ground ball that, yeah, you think Reed Brignac's going to get there. He's forced to dive and then not able to corral that ball to be able to flip it over to Ben Zobrist. You see right there, reaches for it, that not able to get the grip. But yeah, that off the bat, you're thinking he was going to get to it. He may have been a little bit deep and pulled over in the hole, although I don't know why you'd be there.
Strike 1 to Eduardo Nunez.
With a right-handed hitter up.
And with, with Price on the mound. I mean, he's throwing 98.
Absolutely, and the Yankees are going to be trying to take that approach of up the middle.
And a base hit, and this one past Brignac. Cano scores. Here comes another man in to score. Over to third base goes Martin. Nunez winds up at second. Fold bobbled the ball briefly out there in left center field, and the Yankees draw the first 2 runs. 2-0.
We just said the Yankees are going to have the approach of trying to go back up the middle. Here it is again. You see the hole, just shoots it out of the reach of the diving Brignac. That's going to score 2 runs, and then when Fold kind of bobbles that ball and then throws it over to third, that allows Nunez to move up.
2 RBIs, an error on Fold out there in left. Nunez driving in his 3rd and 4th runs of the year, and here's Jeter. And the pitch is a strike to him. So Cano and Swisher have scored the runs. And a bit. It's 1-1. This one down and away. Rays commit their first error since the 6th of this month, 10 days ago in a game against the Orioles. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. And Jeter takes that one for a strike. It's 2-2. 152 with men in scoring position. Two big ones out there right now in what is already a 2-0 game. The Yankees have done a lot of scoring early in the first couple innings this year.
Lead Major League Baseball.
2-2. And a fly ball headed to center. Upton's there making the catch, and that'll retire the side. 2-run score, bottom of the second coming. 2-0 New York.
I mean, this is old news. You know, we went through it for a day and a half, and this is done. When you go through 8.5 months together, I mean, there are things that are going to happen. Some of them become public, some of them don't. But this is a great group of guys, and we'll get this right.
Well, that's Joe Girardi's response to the Jorge Posada situation, and that'll be our Autoway text poll. We'll give you all the particulars on that in a moment. The first pitch to Evan Longoria is a strike. Just text your vote to 789-789, standard message rate supply, and cast your ballot to how you feel about that from 1 through 4 there. That pitch outside, 1-1. He earned the right to be asked out, suspend him, accept his apology, and move on, and they handled it correctly. Of course, that all started Saturday when Posada asked to be taken out of the lineup shortly before their game with the Boston Red Sox. He was not happy about being ninth in the batting order, and later told reporters that he needed just a mental health day and to deal with some minor back stiffness, and it progressed from there. Pitch up and in to Evan Longoria, and then Derek Jeter came to his teammates' defense. Here are the numbers on Jorge so far this year. Trying to make the adjustment from catching most of the time to being pretty much a full-time DH.
Well, you can see, not good numbers across the board, and sometimes making that transition, not an easy thing to do.
Nunez throws high, and that'll be an error. That's his 6th error of the year. He just whipped that ball across the infield, high to Teixeira.
Maybe he should get a running start and throw that ball on the run. Instead of setting his feet, you can see he got underneath the baseball. Almost threw that thing like a frisbee. Didn't power through the ball. You could throw the ball sidearm as long as you keep your fingers on the side of the baseball. They got underneath that ball and it sailed on him.
You know, here's the thing about the Posada situation. I'm not sure anybody knows all of what went on in and among the different players in that situation. By players, I also mean their front office and the people involved. you don't really know for sure what went on. Joyce swings and misses. Strike one. So it's really difficult. It's interesting to, I guess, watch from afar, but to be definitive on how they handled it, how they should have handled it, what happened and what didn't happen. You really don't know for sure what happened in that situation. This ball blocked by Martin.
No,
the count is 1-1.
Yeah, you don't. You don't know all the things that have gone on behind closed doors, the stuff that is outside of public view and public consumption. But I will say this. If he indeed asked out of the lineup, it's real simple. Ask out of the lineup, bad move.
Mm-hmm.
Apology,
yeah.
Good move.
Yeah.
And it's done, and now you go play baseball.
Yeah. I think you're right about that. But it's hard to do just those things in that order in New York.
Yeah, and it wasn't. This all came to blow against the Red Sox before a national game. In New York. So you know the story's going to have longer legs than they would maybe like it to. But I think they've done their best to put that baby to bed and try to move on as best they can.
3-1, and you can't blame Jeter for supporting his teammate. Here's Posada, maybe his best friend on the team.
I mean, they've been together for how long?
All these years.
Right.
Well, of course he's going to say, hey, we're human beings. Give the guy a break.
He is not going to allow the media to divide the clubhouse and his friendship with Jorge Posada.
And a strike call.
And by the way, he can't win there. They asked him about it, and he said, hey, listen, not going to. Guy didn't do anything wrong. Going to support him, whatever he's going to do. You're going to get people that come out and don't like that he said that. But if he said anything negative, Jeter and Posada, the rift. I mean, he's put in a no-win situation.
Runner is in motion, and the pitch is pop foul left side. And Nunez digging hard, but that ball's out of play just beyond the bullpen. So Nunez, who made a great play on the bunt by Fold in the first, made the throwing error here in the second, and he was hustling after that foul ball off the bat of Matt Joyce.
I saw he's a good athlete, the way that he charged that opening bunt by Fold. Fleet of foot.
Matt Joyce starting the day tied for first in the American League in hitting at .368, tied with Jose Bautista. Over to first. Longoria is back in there. Starting to stop, and there's ball four. Longoria moves to second on the walk to Matt Joyce. And the Rays have their first two hitters aboard here in the second inning.
A couple of self-inflicted wounds here by the Yankees. An error and then a walk. Matt Joyce, he's locked in at the plate right now, and when you're locked in as Matt Joyce is, you have a pretty good idea of the strike zone, and he laid off a pretty tough and close pitch there.
Now B.J. Upton. B.J. batting .259. And a ground ball down to first. Teixeira goes to second. That's the only one they're going to get. Longoria moves to third. B.J. reaches on a fielder's choice. Matt Joyce out. Teixeira to Jeter.
Well, BJ, if he is busting it down the line, this is going to be a tough double play to turn. It gets to Teixeira quick, but once he had to go back down to the ground there to gather himself, no chance. Here's BJ.
Well, we'll see what Casey Kochman can do here against A.J. Burnett. Casey, 267 lifetime against Burnett. And some good numbers this year for the Rays at the plate. 341. Over to first, and Upton is back in. Ground ball right to Jeter. He'll step on the bag and turn to first, and they get the double play to retire the side and end the threat. We're through 2-0 New York. Experience a Rays game here at Tropicana Field from the all-inclusive Whitney Bank Club. It has extraordinary seating and a luxurious lounge area and dining area as well. The Whitney Bank Club features upscale full menu buffet and inclusive drink options. Call 888-FAN-RAYS or go to RaysBaseball.com to get more information or to purchase tickets for your next venture here to Tropicana Field. Here's Curtis Granderson. And the pitch is a strike so far, and that's a fastball at 93. 33 pitches, and they've all been fastballs thrown by David Price. And there's strike two, another fastball, 0-2. Granderson from the beginning of the season has just done nothing but hit fastballs. He lifted a 97-mile-per-hour fastball to the warning track in center field his first time up. This one is down 2-2, so it truly is strength against strength. And he fouls this one off. The one thing that he didn't hit, he saw 3 knuckleballs and he missed 2 of them, so he's missing a knuckleball 67% of the time.
Well, David Price, who's known to been able to pick up a pitch and adapt quickly.
So he could do it. He could break one out now if he had to strike him out. You think? 2-2.
I'm going to go with a solid no. I feel very strongly about that.
Well, the slider or a variation of that, maybe a cut fastball with a foul ball back, a good hard fastball there, and he fouled it. But just a straight swing through, less than 3% of the time on the fastball. Just an incredible number, I think.
Yeah, well, he's locked in as of late, too. Hey,
there's a swing and a foul tip strike.
I was going to say, does that count as a swing through?
Yeah, we're counting that.
Absolutely.
He struck him out on a fastball, and that hasn't happened very often this year with Granderson.
Well, and that, too, once again, David Price, he wants this pitch down and away. He misses up and in. But that extra little bit of velocity, he's able to get it by Granderson.
Here's Teixeira.
Boy, that's a nice backdoor curveball there for strike one.
Yeah, drop that in after all that hard stuff. 1 ball, 1 strike. The sheriff started to go, did he? He checked in time, says Gary Darling. 2-1. He held up.
Yeah, he did.
Ground ball, shortstop. Brignac throw in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the third. Well, the Yankees have scored almost a third of their runs this year in the first 2 innings. And here's Alex Rodriguez. Rodriguez caught looking his first time. He'll be 36 before the season is over. And there's a strike curveball. He couldn't hold up. Strike 1. It just occurred to me that his contract, I think, extends through 2017. He'll be 42 years old at the end of that contract. 0-2.
Just a fastball well placed with great velocity. Nothing magical about that.
Down. Fastball. That's low heat at 98.
Yeah, that's a pitch right there. He's trying to surprise Alex Rodriguez with, and just a little bit too much on the extension. Stayed down.
And he strikes him out. Got him reaching on a fastball. 1, 2, 3. 2 strikeouts in the inning. We're headed into the home half of the frame with the Rays down 2-0.
Nothing. Madden noticed a little fatigue in his boys the last couple of days, so he changed up the routine today.
I really thought I noticed the last couple of days a little bit of a drag to us. So back off a little bit right now. Just come on out and come in late. Sleep a little bit longer, hang out with the kids or the wife a little bit longer, and come out and just play a baseball game. Kind of like we did in the American Legion situation, but we did not have the wife and kids at that time.
So no batting practice today. Only the pitchers got to hit, getting ready for interleague play. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, but it always seemed that there was at least one guy in the American Legion team who had a wife.
You're right. He was the guy that had the mustache.
That's it. It's just foul out of play by Reed Brignac. That's when the count is 0-2.
You knew something was wrong.
That's right.
He had the really, really deep voice and the thick stash.
Yeah. And the cap was usually a little too small for him. I didn't grow my mustache till I was 11. It's a ground ball. Cano with the pickup and the throws in time. So Brignac is out of there. That's great. Madden gives you the American Legion reference there.
I could have done without that hint from Todd. We got a baseball game to do here.
Oh, my. It's John Jaso now.
That's typically what he looked like.
Yeah, exactly. Except he played the American Legion. Pitcher's down. 1-0. There's some team pictures of the American Legion ball. I think Jaso's in one of them.
Ride his motorcycle to the game.
Ground ball to second again. Cano up here, and so 2 up, 2 down on a couple ground balls. Oh, and we're supposed to read this now. In the game tonight and all season long, Tires Plus donates $100 to the Pediatric Cancer Foundation for every Rays home run televised on Sun Sports and Fox Sports Florida. 2 outs, base is empty, and Sam Fold takes the pitch for a strike. Fold tried to bunt his way on in the first. This one is down. 1-1 the count to Sam. Sam a couple stitches in his lip after the attempted steal against the Orioles in the 7th inning of that game. It's 1-2 now.
Change of speed there by Burnett, 88 miles an hour, and you see the awkward swing by Fold. Kind of a guess swing.
And that's strike 3. It came back. And Burnett gets full looking on strikes. We go to the 4th, 2-0 New York. The 4th inning. Yankees leading. Time for the AT&T trivia question. As you look at Derek Jeter, how many players in MLB history have reached the exclusive and all-inclusive 3,000 hit club? Derek Jeter on the march to 3,000 hits.
Want to get a plaque at the Whitney Bank Club?
Robinson Cano fouls one off his foot. Fastball to start him. The Yankees come in here having lost a season high 5 in a row, and all of those were at home for New York. How about that? It's right off above the left knee, and then a little glancing blow on the right side down near the shin. Dislodged the shin guard. And they want to take a look at him. Steve Donahue comes out along with Joe Girardi, the Yankee skipper. Make sure Cano is all right. Baltimore has scored 2 runs in the first at Fenway. That game underway. How about that?
Look at that grimace. Immediate. Well, you're talking about a high velocity fastball and then a hard swing that you hit right off. I mean, right off the top of your left knee. I mean, that is going to feel like you lost your lower leg for a few minutes. Wait for that feeling to come back in there.
So he'll stay in there after being looked after by the Yankees trainer, Steve Donahue, and Gene Monahan going to retire this year. They've both been there a long time. Zobrist with the pickup here, and Cano is out, second to first. And Nick Swisher. Swisher singled and scored in the second inning. Yankees scored both their runs in the second. Cano and Swisher crossing the plate. These two pitchers throwing strikes tonight. And a lot of first pitch strikes. And there's another one. Strike one. There's strike two. 0-2. Yankees bunched 4 hits together in the second to score their 2 runs. 4 singles. Ball and 2 strikes. This is the 8th career start for Price against the Yankees. His 9th overall appearance. He's 3-1 against them. Big swing and a tap foul.
You see right there, that was going to be the backdoor slider, backdoor cutter that David Price has been loving to throw against right-handed hitters, but John Jaso was sitting off the plate further than he normally does. That's usually a directive from the pitcher.
2-2.
You know, you want to throw that pitch, and we've seen David Price get hurt by that pitch when it cuts back and catches too much of the plate. So then what you want to do is move your target a little bit further out, and that's exactly what he's done with John Jaso. He sat up further off the plate on that pitch than he normally does.
This one is fouled out of play up the right side.
In fact, right there is where he wanted a fastball, a 4-seam fastball. You saw where he sat up on the plate. The backdoor cutter, he was further off. And that's where you normally set up. He was even a touch further off on the backdoor cutter. And that comes from the pitcher saying, I don't want to yank one back across the plate, so get way out there.
Swisher hanging tough, fouls that fastball to stay alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swisher's now 6 of 15 off Price. And gets out of there, takes a pitch a little bit tight. And the count is full. Ground ball to shortstop. Gridyak picks it up. The throw to first, 2 gone. 2 up, 2 down.
Take the Rays with you wherever you go this season. Subscribe to MLB.tv today to see every Rays game live or on demand on your computer and your other favorite devices. Visit RaysBaseball.com to order and get more details. MLB.tv. Baseball everywhere.
Base is empty for Andrew Jones. He takes the first pitch strike. Breaking ball.
Second time through the order. We've seen this 3 or 4 times from David Price. First pitch off speed.
1-1 to count.
He's got these Yankees so geared up for fastball. Able to throw that early in the count for a strike. You get ahead quick.
Now fastball away. The range as high as 99, 77 on the low side. Most of the stuff has been 95 to 99. Then he drops a breaking ball in again.
There's your 77. He drops that right over the outer half.
And strike 3 call. Back up to 98 with that fastball. Got him looking. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Still 2-0 New York. To our AT&T trivia question. This game moving into the bottom of the 4th inning. Derek Jeter chasing 3,000 hits. How many players in MLB history have reached that magical 3,000 hit plateau? The answer is 27. Right now, Jeter at 2,965. And he is 29th on the all-time list. And here's some of the more recent members of the 3,000 hit club. Pretty exclusive. First, Wade Boggs getting number 3,099 as a member of the Rays. The only man to hit a home run for number 3,000. Cal Ripken Jr., Ricky Henderson, Rafael Palmeiro, and Craig Biggio. Ben Zobrist lifts the fly ball, and it's caught by Granderson. You know, the Yankees have never had a player with 3,000 hits, and Jeter already leads the Yankees in hits with his 2,965. Don't you find that amazing that through all of the years they've never had a hitter with 3,000 hits?
On one hand, I do. On the other hand, I think it's such a grind to play there. No one lasts that long. You don't last long enough to get 3,000 hits in New York. After a while, you run out of there with your hands flailing and your hair on fire. Like, please get me somewhere else.
Johnny Damon takes a strike. Damon popped out his first time. 1-1. Yeah, either people are chasing the players or the players are chasing something else. I'm not really sure how that works out.
A lot of chasing in that town.
Yeah, exactly. Damon out in front. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jorge Posada is happy that things have settled down a little bit. Pitch inside, 2-2. Well, he did absolutely the right thing to settle it down. He apologized and said, "Hey, that's a day. I had a very bad day. Not the kind of day I'd like to have," and then move forward.
There's something to be said for being a stand-up guy and not trying to excuse it away.
There's a shot by Damon. Back into deep right field. Might go. Gone! Home run for Johnny Damon. He hits a fastball out and the Rays are on the board. That will make it 2-1. Damon's 7th home run of the year. Rays on the board.
Well, this is official now. This is the official Johnny Damon home run trajectory. He's got that low, flat swing, and it's almost every ball that he hits to right field that gets out. There it is. That's it. That's the way they go out. Half liner, half fly ball. Is a very, very strong man, and he gets it out.
Evan Longoria rolling one to the shortstop, Jeter. And to throw to first in time. He's out of there. 2-2 pitch and a fastball. He lines it into the seats and right.
Here it is. It's that low trajectory. He gets out in a hurry. Not a real fly ball, just kind of a smash line drive for a homer. How do you think that swing played in New York?
Oh, with that fence over there.
Well, you don't have to charge me.
Here's Matt Joyce, and he takes the pitch for a strike. Well, Johnny Damon hitting all 7 home runs to right field this year. One the count to Joyce. So Johnny Damon clubs one out of here. And the Rays have their first run of the night. Joyce thinking about sending one into orbit. A ball, 2 strikes. Bouncer foul. A.J. Burnett. This is only the 3rd start Burnett has made on the road this year. He's 0-1 on the road, but with a .292 earned run average, 4-1 in New York, and an ERA over 3.5 there. And he strikes out Joyce. Got him out in front and over that knuckle curve. Rays are on the board, however. They get a run on the home run by Johnny Damon, and through 4, it's 2-1 New York. Canterfield. Bill Daly on our handheld. That's a great shot right there. First pitch. Russell Martin takes it for a strike. Martin, Nunez, and then Jeter. Something extra. You could hear the effort from that one as he missed. The count goes to 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. How about this for first pitch strikes? 20 of the 21 last hitters in this game. And now it's 21 of 22 with Martin's first pitch strike. 3-1. So that's quite a stretch by both these pitchers together. 21 of the last 22 hitters first pitch strikes. And a line drive base hit into left. It's hit number 5 for New York, and Martin has 2 of them. Time to take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Rays, brought to you by Just for Men Hair Color. Tomorrow, wrap-up game of the series with James Shields on the mound, and then to Toronto, over to play the Marlins, and then the Detroit Tigers back home on the 27th against the Cleveland Indians.
That is the M road trip, if you will. Draw a letter M on the map. That will be the flight path.
That's a capital M, by the way. From way south to way north to way south to way north to way south. Want to know the count to Eduardo Nunez. That's a strike. 1-1. Martin at first. Nunez taking a long look down at third. See what's up. Foul ball straight back below us. And the count is 1-2. 2-5-1 for New York. 1-2-1 for the Rays. First, and Russell Martin is back in. Remind you, as we look forward to the upcoming Rays schedule, you can live forward with Just for Men Hair Color. Pitch it on the ground is short. Brignac second base. Safe there and over to first. Out there. Russell breaking on the pitch, and so he beat the play at second. Nunez is out 6-4-3.
Well, this was risky right here, but I like this. I like go for it. Maybe you get a chance. Not gonna. Obviously, Russell Martin could have flipped Ben Zobrist, and then it would have been real trouble, but Brignac decided to take the chance, and he did. He tried to get in there, went low. Zobrist able to avoid him as much as he could and make an accurate throw to get the out.
So they get Nunez 6-4-3 on the first out of the inning with Martin at second. Derek Jeter is now the hitter. Pitch inside. Well, one good thing for Zobrist, he had the bag to sort of help him a little bit, but you know, you get in the middle of an attempted double play and a guy trying to take you out, you'd rather be airborne than on the ground, and the bag to help you out a little bit.
Yeah, he was
part of that.
He was in a bad position there. Yeah. I mean, Russell Martin, if he would have gone in any harder or higher, that's where you buckle a guy's knee.
Yep.
Like you said, if you're airborne, okay, you get flipped and you dust off your forearms, but that was with his foot being planted, that's where you tear up knees and ankles.
Yeah.
So check that. You know what? That was not a good flip there by Brignac. I didn't like it.
You know, anything like that for the middle guy, whether it's a going to be a close play with a runner breaking from first, or a slight bobble or mishandle that gets that second baseman there waiting around the bag, he's got to be very aware. And I think really the bag being there, help Zobrist avoid what sometimes could be a bad situation.
No, I think you're right in that situation. A little impediment here. He was able to get that leg out of there. All tangled up. I'm sure they'll talk about that, amongst other things. They'll sequester themselves down below the dugout and hash it out.
Foul out of play. 2-1. How about this for the year? Highest ground ball percentage, and Derek Jeter's right there.
Well, that was the big complaint coming into this year. Too many ground balls last year. Drive the ball a little bit more power, but once again leading the charge.
Martin is the runner at second. One out. Price deals with the top of the order, Derek Jeter. Jeter 6 out of 25 lifetime against David Price. Now a pickoff play, and Martin is back in. Martin trying to extend his lead a little bit, and Brignac trying to get a little daylight between the runner and himself to take the peg from Price.
And that's exactly what that is. Sometimes it's a timing play, sometimes it's daylight. You saw the flash of the glove. That was the daylight play, Dwayne. You had it right. Reed Brignac will sneak in behind Russell Martin and flash the glove, and that is to let David Price know it's on. It's time to go. Almost got him.
That pitch is a strike. He did offer. Jeter checking with Rob Drake, but Gary Darling at first base said nope, he went around.
Oh, he did. This was a breaking ball in. You see that commit to the swing. Try to hold up. No, sir.
That might have been a strike anyway. Appeared to have the plate, and from that angle it was high enough.
Strike on the call, strike on the swing. That should be it. At bat over.
Yeah.
2 for 1.
2-2. What's wrong with that?
Hey, I'm going to tell you what. That right there was a tip of the hat to Derek Jeter by home plate umpire Rob Drake. This has been called a strike all night long. That is right on the corner, borderline.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, and that pitch has been consistently called.
Wow. Full count now.
We get one, you get one.
Foul. He's protecting there.
Well, he's not going to take a chance of getting another one. He knows that was close enough.
Well, that ball was on him before he could, do the jackknife. That's been a big part of Jeter's career, jackknifing away from a strike on the inside corner.
Frank Thomas perfected it.
Yep. Foul ball. So we'll see another 3-2 pitch. Russell Martin on second with one out. Derek Jeter, the Yankee captain. Here, and this is vintage Jeter. Jeter twice has gone out to center field to B.J. Upton. fastball misses, and that's the first walk of the game issued by David Price.
Well, Jeter battled him, fouled off some pitches, took some close pitches, and was able to work the walk. That brings up the most dangerous Yankee right now, Curtis Granderson.
Yes, it does. Granderson 0 for 2. Hit a fly ball to the warning track in center field in the first, and struck out, a foul tip strikeout on a fastball in the third. And he hasn't missed many fastballs this season, and is just having a great offensive year and good power numbers. That pitch stayed up and in a little bit. A curveball to start him, and did not have a lot of bite. So Granderson's second in the league in home runs with 13, fifth in runs batted in. There's a strike, taking a fastball, 1-1. You talked about his change in his approach at the plate. He's a little more direct to the baseball now.
His hands, you know, he really had the bat last year really jacked towards the pitcher, had his hands kind of up and back. He's settled those down. He keeps them close to him and then has a little bit of a load. It's allowed him to become much more efficient and quicker to the ball. Not as much play in the hands.
He taps it foul. 2-2. Martin second, Jeter first. The extended at bat by Jeter, and the pitch count for Price will be the highest pitch count he's had in an inning tonight. This is his 23rd pitch of this inning, and it's high, and we have a full count now to Granderson. Only one out. That came on that 6-4-3 ground out. Well, Nunez hit the ball to Brignac, and he tried to get a double play, but Martin, who was breaking, beat the play. Line drive, foul, beyond the bullpen. Got a hand on it. That was it. And the fan who retrieved it gives it back to him. He made a great effort, and a happy youngster as a result.
He's even got Tom Brady's hair.
Pop foul, third base side, but that will carry back in the dugout. So Granderson going to 3-2 and fouling off a couple pitches.
And this is vintage New York. I mean, here you've got David Price at right around 90 pitches already, just one out into the fifth inning. And it's not like he hasn't been throwing strikes. I mean, he's been pretty good around the strike zone. They just continue to work at bats and foul off pitches and run up pitch counts. That is what they've been known to do.
There's a long drive hit to right off a fastball, and that one is gone. 3-2 pitch. Curtis Granderson hits a fastball out of here, a 3-run home run. His 14th home run of the year. Half of those have been against lefties, and he continues to murder the fastball.
Boy, what a tremendous at bat by Curtis Granderson, taking the curveball there up and in, and then it's just fastball. Here it is. He's getting a good look at him. He had seen about 20 pitches total over his 3 at bats. Right there, you could tell he was on it. This one gets in on him a little bit. And how about they go back away? It doesn't quite get there. You see how quick the hands were to the baseball. The hands, they get there quick. Ball goes far.
Well, we talked about it early. He's done that all year. has just hit his 14th home run. You just can't get a fastball by this guy. That's been his story for the first 6 weeks of this season.
And you're not going to see much of a better one than David Price is featuring. And that's a power fastball, upper 90s, left on left. You don't see that. That's a second home run he's ever given up to a left-handed hitter?
That's exactly right. Utley, there's a line drive caught by Brignac to retire Teixeira. Diving catch by Brignac for the second out. Yeah, Chase Utley, the only other left-handed batter ever to hit one off David Price. And Curtis Granderson hit one, and there wasn't any question about that. Alex Rodriguez pitches a strike. Rodriguez 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Two strikes. Utley hit his home run off Price in June 23rd of 2009. And now here we are, 2011. So not quite, but almost 2 years between giving up home runs to a left-handed batter. One ball, 2 strikes. Well, 2 extended at bats in this inning. One by Jeter, who eventually drew a walk, and then the extended at bat by Granderson, who hit the fastball out of here. This one is low, and after that home run, you saw the conference on the mound. Jim Hickey went out there really just to let Price collect himself a little bit after what has been a very, very long inning in terms of pitch count. Swing and a miss. Rodriguez out on strikes for the 3rd time. A 34-pitch inning. And the Yankees scored 3 on the home run by Curtis Granderson. Bottom of the 5th coming, 5-1 New York. The second inning when Eduardo Nunez got a base hit into left field, scoring Cano and Swisher. Rays got one of those back in the 4th. Johnny Damon's 7th home run of the year hit out to right field. But in the top of the 5th, Curtis Granderson unloaded on a 3-2 fastball, belting a 3-run home run into right. His 14th home run of the season, and it's 5-1 New York. B.J. Upton to begin the bottom of the 5th against A.J. Burnett. He throws him a strike around the knees. Upton, Kochman, and then Brignac. 1-1. Meanwhile, A.J. Burnett has been very good. He's done a lot of strikes tonight. He's walked one, a couple of strikeouts, allowing a run on just 2 hits through 4. B.J. pops it up. It's going to be out of play. 1-2. Juan Cruz is busy in the Rays bullpen. There's a 34-pitch fifth, pushing Price up to 98, and pitch count through 5. Two and 2. Rays dropping 2 out of 3 to the Orioles, have dropped 2 straight. The Yankees have dropped 5 in a row coming into this game. Rays lead the East by 2. Trail this game by 4. Sooner or later, they're going to have to break out and score more than 5 runs at home. They're having trouble scoring 3 runs on average at home right now, and over 6 on the road. BJ pops it up. Cano at second base waiting for it to come down. 1 out. And with that pop up, we'll check in with Todd Callis.
Dwayne, you mentioned the upcoming schedule. Tomorrow is the giveaway for Rays fans and people with valid military ID. It's the Rays Navy SEAL t-shirt for the first 10,000 fans wearing Rays gear or with a valid military ID. Tomorrow night, James Shields on the mound for the Rays. 6:40 start. RaysBaseball.com, the place to get tickets. Back to you.
All right, Todd. So one more game on the homestand before the Rays hit the road. Casey Kochman takes the pitch for a strike. Nunez well off the line at third, and Jeter shades the middle with Kochman up there. Casey's in the hole, 0-2.
Well, that's what happens when you consistently get ahead of hitters. 15, you saw 15 out of 16 first pitch strikes. You immediately put a hitter on the defensive, and then you're able to drop in that plus curveball that A.J. Burnett has, and you get the weak swing.
A ball, 2 strikes.
You know, if you're a hitter right now, Kochman, you take a fastball, strike 1. You swing at a curveball that he drops over the outside corner, strike 2. Now it's 0-2. Now you're flat-footed. You're just trying to look to put the ball in play. That's the way it's been all night.
Pitch is low. The count goes to 2-2. Run, 2 hits and a walk for the Rays. Offensively, the run came on the home run and a ground ball up the middle. Base hit into center field. Now Kochman sends the fastball into center field. So he is 1 for 2 on the night.
Well, Casey Kochman, he will wear out that pathway from home plate to center field. Balls that are away from him. This one comes back middle of the plate, but with 2 strikes, he's just looking to put the ball in play. Derek Jeter has got him shaded somewhat up the middle, but he's not able to get to it. Rays have a runner.
Reed Brignac. 1 ball, no strikes. Reed taking a pitch low. Well, the Rays are going to have to play comeback baseball tonight. Down by 4 in the bottom of the 5th. One. Brignac out in front, accentuating the uppercut. left side. Nunez, Cano one over to first. Out there on the double play. 5-4-3 on the double play. The Rays are finished in the 5th inning. Through 5-1 New York. He was in the middle of that 5-4-3 double play off the bat of Reed Brignac. Our checkers double of the game.
Yeah, how about that nifty footwork around second base? A.J. Burnett, a big fan. He got across that bag, cleared himself towards the third base side and was able to make the throw.
And Juan Cruz will be the new pitcher for the Rays. 5 innings for Price tonight. Cruz is on for the 17th time. 98 pitches for Price. Gave up 5 runs, 6 hits, struck out 5, walked 1. The big blow, the 3-run home run by Curtis Granderson.
And the only thing holding Juan Cruz back are the walks. Got the good opponents average against, but 12 walks in 15 innings.
Robinson Cano, who has singled and scored in 2 at-bats, fouls the fastball back, strike 1. Fastball and a lot of pitches coming in to left-handed hitters. Cut the ball, sliders, cutters, fastballs.
And not much is straight.
And a base hit. So Cano's on for the 2nd time. He threw him a slider there. Cano just lined it into right.
Well, this ball is really borne in on Robinson Cano, but he's able to get the bat head out, pull the hands through, and meet the ball before it gets to his final resting place. Shoots it right in the hole.
There's Nick Swisher. Pitch is a strike. Swisher scored a run when he singled a center in the 2nd inning. Cruz trying to hold the Yankees right where they are, give the Rays offense a chance to ignite. Strike 2. Cruz gave up a run Saturday in the Baltimore series. 1 inning, 1 run allowed. Pitch is low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. First, and back in goes Cano. Over the screen, foul, holds the count. Move to first on Cano, and he's back in there. Very wide. 2-2.
Was not able to get out over the top of that pitch. I think he wanted to go with the backdoor slider there, and that ball just squirted out. Fortunate it didn't end up at the backstop.
Cue off the end of the bat, foul. Looking to the bullpen, trying to stabilize it, and a cut to miss. Swisher out on strikes.
Juan Cruz had thrown Swisher just about everything that he had, and then just beats him with a 4-seamer. Ball just gets up above the bat. Swisher can't believe it. He knew he got a piece of it, hoping that Jaso was not able to hang on to it, but he did, and Rays pick up their first out here in the 6th.
Andrew Jones in the batter's box, and the pitch is down and away. This with a cutter to start the sequence of pitches. Tap to third, charged by Longoria, who throws to first. Cano moves into second. Jones is the second out in the 6th.
Saturday, May the 28th, the UEFA Champions League final comes to Fox with a rematch of the 2009 final as Barcelona looks for their 3rd championship in 6 years, while Manchester United looks to avenge their 2009 defeat and claim their 2nd title in 4 years. Fox Sports exclusive coverage of the UEFA Champions League final begins Saturday, May the 28th at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific in high definition.
I don't know of anyone looking forward to that more than you.
I'm gonna tell you, between that and the NASCAR, I'm starting to become, kind of a Southern European.
Yeah, no matter what state you're in a southern state of mind.
Yeah.
1-1 the count. There you are.
Hey, I don't know too many NASCAR events that happen in Ohio. So,
yeah.
South of Ohio, it's south.
Yeah. Then you've got soccer, European football.
There you go.
Fly ball back into left field. Fold will have to go to the track after this one. And he makes the catch, retiring the side. No runs, a hit, one left. Bottom of the sixth coming, 5-1 New York. Checkers, feast on. My Buddy's Home Furnishings with lease purchase programs for up to 6 months. Same as cash on furniture, TV, appliances, and more. And by your local Southern Ford dealers. Back at Tropicana Field, first game of the 2-game set. The Rays and the Yankees going at it tonight. New York jumping to a 5-1 lead. Curtis Granderson hit a 3-run home run in the 5th inning to extend this game to the 4-run deficit. John Jaso is going to lead it off. The pitch to Jaso is a strike. The Orioles and the Red Sox are playing at Fenway on a cold night in Boston. They're in the bottom of the 3rd with Baltimore leading 3-0. Daisuke Matsuzaka pitching that game. There's a line drive into right field. That's going to be a one hop and to the wall. Jaso's headed for second and is in there with the 2-base hit. John Jaso opening the 6th with a double. The Rays trying to get this offense going.
Now he got a mistake by Burnett trying to go down and away. This ball cuts all the way across the plate, down and in, right where a lefty loves it. Jaso's going to have to hustle here because Nick Swisher plays the ball nicely off the wall. He's been known to throw some people out, leading the league in outfield assists right now.
Here's Sam Fold. Sam takes a fastball outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, the Rays put the leadoff man on for the 2nd time tonight. The first time was on the throwing error by Nunez. Full checks on a pitch down. He held up. 2 balls, no strikes. And the Orioles lead Boston 3-0. Matsuzaka's walked 5 through 3. Already made 71 pitches in that game for the Red Sox. 2 balls, no strikes. Now it's 3-0. strikeouts. Burnett has walked only one. The 3-0 pitch to Fold. Sam taking, and that's a strike. 3-1. Second home run of the year for Sam Fold. The Rays get some pop from the leadoff spot.
Get into a predictable count and get a pitch right down the middle of the plate. Sam Fold, nice short swing. He hit that ball about as hard as he'll ever hit one. Drilled it. And that was really a no-doubter off the bat.
Sam's first home run was off Daisuke Matsuzaka when he hit one around the pesky pole up at Fenway Park. Well, there was no doubt about this one. Just like that, it's a 5-3 game. Jaso scoring in front of Fold. Larry Rothschild, the former Rays manager, now the pitching coach of the Yankees, headed to the mound to talk with his starting pitcher. There's Larry. Now here's Ben Zobrist. Ben takes a pitch high. Knuckle curve upstairs. The Rays have hit 2 home runs tonight. Two and nothing. Well, nobody out. And the number 2 hitter Zobrist up there.
And we're not seeing the same command from A.J. Burnett as we've seen through the course of the first 5 innings. It's come back to cost him already.
And the shot into right field. Swisher cutting toward the line will make the catch. And Zobrist is the first out. We saw that shot in the dugout of Sam Fold. Despite the fact that he's got a couple stitches in that lip from the mishap yesterday, that could not suppress the smile he had after that home run.
Yeah, well, you hit a home run that well. Smile through just about anything. That ball was well struck. It gets Rays right back into striking distance too. That 5-1 deficit a little large. Get it back to 2 here. Continue to put pressure on the Yankees.
There's Johnny Damon, who homered in the 4th. He takes a pitch fastball around the knees right there for a strike.
And that adds some pressure to that Rays bullpen to make sure that they go out there and continue to throw up zeros to allow this Rays offense to continue to chip away.
Damon down in the count, 0-2. Damon hit a fastball out in the 4th. He truly just swatted that ball.
Yeah, I mean, that's what he does. That's the swing and that's the trajectory. You try to come in there and you miss, that's what you're going to get.
He's out on strikes this time. Knuckle curve got him.
No more fastballs to Johnny Damon. A couple of nice curveballs there to pick up a strikeout.
Evan Longoria, 0 for 2. And the first pitch strike on the outside corner.
I think Russell Martin's fancy glove work right there got that pitch cold. And he went out there, snatched that with a quick pullback.
One and one. Yeah, we're seeing that knuckle curve a lot more now, and that was one that bounced in.
Too much knuckle.
down 2-1. He had incorporated that pitch a little more in the last couple starts. For the first month, he was throwing the fastball about half the time. Three and one. Well, the Rays trying to get Evan going at home. On the road's fine. 348. And you have a feeling that once he gets going at home, that entire offense would benefit from that.
Yeah, that's indicative of the entire squad, those numbers.
Ground ball deep short off the glove of Jeter. And that's a base hit for Longoria. He didn't hit it hard, but just to the backhand side of Jeter, who could not get there.
Yeah, and Derek Jeter, ball not hit too far, not too hard, not able to flag it down. Wouldn't have mattered if he did. He was not going to be able to throw out Longoria.
So now it's Matt Joyce. So Longoria reaches, and the Rays, with a man on, have the potential tying run at the plate. First pitch away. 1 ball, no strikes. Matt came into this game with only 4 at-bats against A.J. Burnett. 0 for 1 tonight. Took a rip and missed. It's 1-1. This one bounces away up onto the screen. Longoria moves into second. Wild pitch. That's the 7th wild pitch this year charged to A.J. Burnett. And this is 9th start.
Change up. Russell Martin, as he's going down to block that ball comes up, hits the heel of glove, and skips right over the right shoulder and off the screen.
That's a strike, a fastball. Makes it 2-2. Tried that curveball again, and Joyce stays alive. Matt started the day sharing the lead in the American League in hitting. Longoria on second. 2-2 and a ground ball. Base hit into right. Charged by Swisher. Longoria's going to try to score. Throw. Not in time. It's a 1-run ball game. Longoria scores from second on the base hit to right by Joyce. And it's 5-4. Joyce with a 2-2 count. Singles home the run.
Wow, that breaking ball stayed up. Matt Joyce is able to hit it hard enough to get it in the hole, and then here you see Evan Longoria, no doubt about it, 2 outs, doesn't need to look at anybody, just score, and he does.
So the Rays put a 3 spot up there, and once again it's a 1-run ball game. And now it's Burnett who's being extended a little bit in this inning. B.J. Upton. He fouled dials it back, and boy, a fastball, he liked that one.
He did. That was just a little too up in the zone for BJ to get on top of. He took a nice rip, mislocation. That ball just able to get by him. Even though he fouled it straight back, it beat him by a hair.
26 pitches in this inning by Burnett. At first, Joyce back in. Luis Ayala loosening in the bullpen. Burnett had not thrown more than 14 pitches in any of the other innings. Oh, look out inside that pitch. A breaking ball that didn't bend much. 1-1 the count. Each team now with 7 hits. Joyce back in easily. It up. Foul ball. Nunez and Martin reaching, cannot come up with it. He goes into the dugout. And Upton is still alive.
Now Martin trying to get his pitcher out of this inning. He's going to do everything he can. Good reach there, but comes up a little short, then stumbles into the dugout.
Joe Girardi helping his catcher, and Larry Rothschild lending a hand. Over to first again. Joyce back in. Further action in the bullpen now for New York. Boone Logan, the left-hander, has joined the right-hander. Pitch wide. Down to second base goes Joyce. Oh, he really missed there.
Yeah, A.J. Burnett, the tires are starting to wobble a little bit.
Second wild pitch of the inning.
Well, he's been known with the wild pitch.
I mean, wild pitch Longoria into scoring position, and Joyce made him pay for that. Two and a high fly ball deep to left. Jones back. That baby's gone. Home run for B.J. Upton. Upton hit a 2-2 curveball out of here, and the Rays take the lead. It's a 6-5 ball game. The Rays have put 5 up here in the 6th.
How about that? A hanger. Look at that swing. Right down on it. He suspects.
Upton's 6th home run of the year. And the Rays explode to take a 6-5 lead. A pair of 2-run home runs in this inning, one by Sam Fold, and the go-ahead blast by B.J. Upton. Pitching change coming. That's it for A.J. Burnett. games tonight. They have chased A.J. Burnett after 5 2/3. Here's that breaking ball that Upton hit out. The 89th pitch of the night by Burnett, his last on the evening. Casey Kochman faces the new pitcher, Luis Ayala. 1 ball, no strikes. 6th appearance for the veteran right-hander. That's a strike. And it's 1-1. Ayala, 33 years old. 2 balls and a strike. Ayala spent last year in the minor leagues at Colorado Springs, Reno, and Albuquerque. And that pitch is wide to Kochman.
Luis Ayala, yeah, he's got a funky arm action. Very short. Creates good deception. The ball just kind of shoots out of the shoulder.
And right back through the middle, base hit into center field. Kochman with a base hit.
Casey Kochman right back up the middle. Wasn't deceived on the 3-1 fastball. Bad count. How about this? Catch plate. Saw him go up the middle earlier on the ground. This one, he almost takes the glove off of Ayala. Watch out. Yeah.
Here's Reed Brignac, the 9th man to come to the plate. He's hit a couple ground balls tonight. Takes a cut and misses the slider. Strike 1. Grounded into a 5-4-3 double play in the 5th inning. Well, the Rays hadn't scored more than 5 runs in a game at Tropicana Field all year. They have 5 in this inning. Reed takes it wide. For the first time this year, they've scored as many as 6 runs. First time they've done that at the Trop, dating back to the 25th of September last year. That's a string of 29 games.
I know you're going to be happy about this, but I can finally wash my undershirt. I promised I wasn't going to do it until the Rays scored over 5 runs, and yeah, I just let the thing walk home.
We'll just leave it here tonight.
You don't want this thing up here?
Cleaning crew will take care of it. That's a strike. 2-2. Rays got 6 runs, 8 hits off Burnett. Kochman is singled against Ayala. Brignac pounds it out of play the other way. Out of Mexico, spent time with the Expos and the Nationals, the Mets, Twins, the Marlins, now the Yankees. And there's ball 3. Count is full. The Rays with 9 men coming to the plate. 4th time they've batted around this year. "3-2" and a line drive foul back at first down toward the Rays bullpen.
See how close this is. Feet.
Brignac missing an extra base hit by a few feet there. He has one double this year. That's his only extra base hit. He went 104 at bats without an extra base hit. So he's got some catching up to do. 3-2, and he went around. He's out on strikes, and that retires the side. Rays send 9 men to the plate. They score 5, 4 coming on 2 home runs. One by Sam Fole, and then the go-ahead home run by B.J. Upton at the end of 6, 6-5, Tampa Bay. Go to the 7th, fly through Tropicana Field Sunday, May 29th. And the first 10,000 kids 14 and under get a Super Sam Fole Super Cape. Visit RaysBaseball.com to get your tickets today. Super Sam. Belton, one of a pair of 2-run home runs in the 5-run burst by the Rays in the bottom of the 6th. Joel Peralta is the new pitcher for the Rays as we go to the 7th. Cruz worked 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, picked up a strikeout. Now Peralta faces Nunez, Eduardo Nunez. Pitch is high. 5 innings for Price. So right now Cruz and Burnett are the pitchers of record. Price will not figure in this decision.
It's a nice hook to spit up.
High popped foul. That's going to be out of play, and the count is 1-1. Well, Price has done enough to keep his teammates in games that his teammates picked him up tonight.
Absolutely.
Offense here at home for the Rays tonight. 6 runs, 9 hits. Joe Madden said he didn't know why they weren't scoring at home. He'd like to figure it out. More than that, he'd just like to see him score some runs, and they've done that tonight. 1-2 the count on Nunez.
They may show and go tomorrow too.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Sleep in a little longer.
No BP today. Pitchers took BP though today.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
They're not going to miss BP. No chance.
Have an eye toward interleague play. Yeah, we'll be headed into interleague play on this next road trip after that short stop in Toronto. See Gabby Sanchez and Emilio Bonifacio and John Buck and the Marlins. Pitch is foul out of play. Holds the count at 1-2. We can't wait for that. Interleague baseball. Get you going a little bit. Get you revved up.
Are you goading me?
Play your interstate rivals. Into the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Cheater next, and then Granderson. And a foul ball back, and that's going to be out of play. Holds the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. A 2-2 count on Nunez. A big swing. I tell you, Nunez is getting cheated up there with a 2-2 count. A big cut there.
No, and putting a very good at bat here on a tough righty, Joel Peralta. Use all of his pitches, fastball, curveball. Very deliberate in his windup, coming off of a very dominant season last year with the Nationals, throwing the ball well for the Rays, and Nunez sticking his nose right in there and a good at bat.
That quick pitch, and he fouls this one.
Yeah,
he's trying everything.
Well, he usually saves that for the 3, 4, 5 hole. That's when he'll do the quick pitch. He's like, he can't figure Nunez out.
It's an 8-pitch at bat. And it's wide. Fastball out there, and the count goes to 3-2. Peralta facing his first hitter. You talk about getting involved in the game right away.
I mean,
he is with Nunez. Three-two, and a pop fly toward right center. Matt Joyce is there, and he got him. Took 10 pitches to do it. That's 1 out. A long wait, but the wait worthwhile because we're going to go to Todd Cowles.
Hey, Dwayne, how are you?
How are you?
You know, JP has been waiting a long time, almost 20 months, and now he's going to have to wait 1 more day as his rehab assignment gets pushed back. He was supposed to pitch today up at Syracuse for Durham, but they were rained out of a doubleheader. Rained out yesterday, rained out today. So now he's going to pitch for the Charlotte Stonecrabs tomorrow. And you guys mentioned interleague play. He's expected to rejoin the Rays down in South Florida against the Marlins. So he only has half of the capital M road trip. Guys, back to you.
Is that a V?
An upside down.
No. Here's Derek Jeter. Jeter lifts the fly ball into right. Back a few steps and to his left. Joyce takes care of this one. Well, that evens it out. Got Jeter on the first pitch.
See, that's the advantages of being the play-by-play guy, because that's what I was going to go for. I didn't want to step all over you.
Well, the scary thing is that our thought process was in the same place at the same time.
I was like, all right, 5.5 per. Yeah, no problem.
2 outs now, and Curtis Granderson. Granderson. Takes a pitch away. But throwing something other than a fastball.
Not sure what that was. That was the Juan Cruz backup slider.
Yeah. One-0 pitch. There's a strike. 1-1.
It's that little split change that Joel Peralta will throw. What's nice is he can throw that for a strike just like that, then get a little bit more on top of it when he wants to take it out of the strike zone, try to pick up a strikeout. Like that.
1-2, and he came right back with it. This is the kind of stuff you got to throw Granderson. You got those splits, change-ups, good sliders.
Well, especially now, his timing is
never
so
any reason to throw him a fastball now.
He's getting to the point right now that it's a show fastball. Hey, here it is.
Yep.
You can't hit it.
Fly ball into right. Joyce handles this one. 1, 2, 3. Go the Yankees. 7th inning stretch time. 6-5 Tampa Bay. The Rays lead this game, coming in to hit in the home half of the 7th. That 5th inning, or that the 5-run 6th, fired up the Rays crowd here. And they're going to be facing the left-hander Boone Logan as we go to the home half of the 7th. John Jaso, who opened the 6th with a double, faces the lefty and takes a fastball in for a strike.
Boone Logan already on for the 16th time, 1-2 record. 4.35 earned run average and 10 1/3 innings of work.
Off the plate in, and it's 1-1.
let's go to the breaking ball away. The obligatory fastball in to set up the breaking ball away.
And it's fouled. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Came back with a fastball down.
Another fastball.
Amari Sneak loosening in the bullpen. Count is 2-2. All 6 runs charged to A.J. Burnett. This one looped up the other side, and that's foul. The count holds at 2-2. Bouncer foul. Count is still 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jaso lifts a popper right side into foul territory. That's Teixeira, the first baseman. 1 away. We'll go to the top of the order. Sam Fuld. Rays got 6 runs off A.J. Burnett. That's the most he's allowed by the right-hander this year. 3 home runs in a game equals a career high. It's the 9th time he's given up 3 home runs in a single outing. Which is a strike. Rays have hit 3 home runs tonight, as we mentioned, 3 off Burnett, and Fuld hit 1, a 2-run shot, Upton a 2-run shot. Damon hit a solo home run back in the 4th. And it's still 2 strikes, and a couple of former Rays have hit home runs tonight. As we take a look at the one Sam Fuld hit, 3-1 fastball out of here to right. Cubs are playing the Reds in Cincinnati. They're at the bottom of the 6th, with the Reds leading the Cubs 5-4. Carlos Pena has hit his 4th home run for the Cubs, and Johnny Gomes has hit number 7 for the Reds. 1-2 the count to Fuld. Rays trying to add to this 1-run lead. Two balls, 2 strikes. And Fuld is called out on strikes. 2 gone.
Boone Logan awful tough on lefty. You see that little fastball right there. Right. Boy, that's tough. He goes after it, goes a little bit too far. Well placed.
That's all you really need, too, in the role that Boone Logan is in. Work the fastball away. He's shown the willingness to throw it in, and then the sweeping breaking ball.
Vince Zobrist, batting right-handed, takes one too high. A ball and no strikes. Two 2-0. The Orioles have opened a 5-0 lead in Boston in the top of the fifth. Matsuzaka's out after 4 1/3. Jabba Chamberlain throwing in the bullpen now along with Snead. And ball 3 is low to Zobrist. Logan behind Zobrist, hitting right-handed. It's almost as if he can't wait to get beyond him and face another left-handed hitter, Damon, who's on deck. And there's ball 4. He walked him on 4 pitches. And the hitter will be Johnny Damon. Damon hit the home run in the 4th. He is 1 for 3. Too low. 1 ball, no strikes. A 2 for 6 lifetime against Logan. Puts it on the ground towards second. Cano with the flip to first. The Rays leave a man. We're through 7. They lead the Yankees 6-5.
Is presented by the authority of the Tampa Bay Rays and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Tampa Bay Rays.
We go to the 8th. Peralta out there on the hill for the Rays to face Mark Teixeira. Little part of the order due up for New York. Teixeira, Rodriguez, and Cano. First pitch from the Rays right-hander down a little bit. A ball to no strikes. Well, Peralta has faced Teixeira before. He's 2 for 3 with a home run off Peralta. Rodriguez due next, 0 for 7 against Peralta. There's a strike, and it's 1-1. And beyond that, Cano 1 for 3. Peralta, who worked the 7th inning and got 3 fly balls handled by Matt Joyce and Wright. 1-1 to count to Teixeira with the shift on. And that's a strike. 1-2. Do that split up there again.
Now this is the strike version. It's a nice weapon to have. Good change of pace pitch you could take for a call and then try to take it out of the zone and get a swing.
This one down, and it was taken for a ball.
Yeah, just a little bit too much. Adjust the sights a little bit. Really tried to yank this down and get the punch out. That's a pitch that Teixeira out of the hand, sees that ball down. Knows it's going to finish below that point, can take it easily for a ball.
2-2. Ground ball. Kochman at first. Peralta's going to cover, and they get the leadoff guy in the 8th. Teixeira's out. Kochman kept it in front of him with Peralta over to cover. 1 away.
Well, that's all you have to do at first base is knock the ball down, keep it in front of you. The pitcher should be over there. So right here, the ball comes up on him a little bit. Keeps it right there. The flip. The first out. Watch that ball come up off the heel of the glove.
Well, Alex Rodriguez. Rodriguez, nothing of 3 with 3 strikeouts. All of that was against David Price. And he pops it up. Short right. Matt Joyce waiting. 2 gone. 2 up, 2 down in the 8th. Robinson Cano.
Just keep making pitches, keep getting outs, and try to get the game to that big guy.
Kyle Farnsworth busy in the bullpen up the right field line. So Cano 2 for 3. Cano singled and scored in the 2nd. First game of this 2-game set. First time these clubs have met this year. It's foul back. A strike to count. Price for 5, Cruz for an inning. Peralta now an inning and 2/3. And a tap toward the mound. Peralta with a pickup, and he throws a strike to first. 1, 2, 3. Well, the Yankees, we head into the bottom of the 8th. Evan Longoria is going to lead off the bottom of the 8th for the Rays as they lead 6-5.
Bottom half of the 8th inning, you're looking at Mariano Rivera and Rafael Soriano, last year's Rays closer. Today, after some mild discomfort in that elbow, had an MRI on Wednesday, pitched in the Friday game against Boston. Said he would not pitch in this series. You can see just after 5 o'clock, threw a little bullpen session. Didn't exactly look free and easy. Joe Girardi said they'll know more either after the game tonight or tomorrow, so we should have some news on Soriano soon. But there you see his numbers last year with the Rays at over 100 points higher, the opponent's batting average this year in that 8th inning role. And he's not pitching in this series for sure. Guys, back to you.
All right, Todd, thank you. We head into the bottom of the 8th inning, and fortunately for the Rays at this point with the lead, so they're not thinking about Rivera right now. As you see the numbers on Java Chamberlain, and the first pitch is a bit high to Evan Longoria, 1-0. Joyce next, and then Upton. That's a strike. 1-1. Tap, third base. Nunez comes up throwing, and Evan is the first out of the 8th inning. Look at Matt Joyce to the plate. Matt has walked, struck out, and driven in a run with a base hit in the 6th, when he also scored a run. Which is foul out of play. Rays took the lead with a 5-run 6th inning. Joyce under it, lifts it into shallow left. Jones makes the catch. The Yankees in the 9th due to have Swisher, Jones, and Martin up. And here's B.J. Upton. The difference in the game right now with a 2-run home run to cap the 5-run 6th.
Curveball stayed inner half. A.J. Burnett wants that ball down and away to get B.J. to swing over the top or roll over it. And he left it up inner half, and B.J. deposited it out in the left center field, completing that Rays come from behind. Take the lead.
Pitch is upstairs. 1-0. Strike. Chamberlain, the 4th pitcher of the night for New York. He follows Boone Logan, who pitched a scoreless inning, a strikeout and a walk. And Upton is behind. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Away, 2-2. That's fouled back. Chamberlain pitched an inning in their game last night, gave up a home run to Jared Saltalamacchia. Picked up a strikeout. The 2-2 upstairs. Three and 2, the count to Upton. And that pitch is down. That's ball 4. Well, BJ lost track of the count. It was down, and so he'll head to first.
Yeah, this is a slider off the plate, down and away. BJ wants to hit. Forget the walk.
So the 2-out walk will get Casey Kochman up there. Upton back in at first. Kochman has a home run off Chamberlain. He's 2 for 7 lifetime against this right-hander. There goes Upton, a pitch out, and a throw in time. They pitch out, and a quick tag put on him by Jeter. So for the second time tonight, the pitch out works to the Yankees' advantage, costing the Rays a base runner. We go to the ninth, 6-5 Tampa Bay. To the Yankees wrap up this short 2-game set. Tomorrow we'll be with you on Sun Sports in high definition beginning at 6 o'clock. Shields and Nova, the pitching matchup, and James Shields continues to pitch very well for the Rays. 4-0 over his last 5 starts with a 112. That's the wrap-up game of this set and of the homestand. Kyle Farnsworth, the new pitcher for the Rays, their 4th of the night, on for the 18th time. And he will face Nick Swisher to lead it off. Here's a challenge for Farnsworth. Swisher hits it on the ground to the right side, and Kochman makes the play unassisted. And boy, it's nice to get him on that little roller to first. He was 3 for 4 lifetime with a home run and 2 walks against Farnsworth. That's a very big out to get here in the ninth.
1 pitch, 1 out, and a very dangerous hitter, especially when it comes to personally for Kyle Farnsworth. Kochman, nothing to risk there on the feed to Farnsworth, takes it himself. Rays 2 outs away.
Brett Gardner will pinch hit for Andrew Jones. Jones lifted with 1 out in the 9th inning. Gardner, as you know, has great speed. And the pitch is a strike. Farnsworth, 7 of 8 in save situations this year. A Upstairs, 1-1. Farnsworth last worked Thursday. 1 inning, and he gave up a run on a couple hits in Cleveland. There's a pitch foul down the left side. 1-2.
Gardner taking a shot down that left field line. That swing, he's trying to slap it hard the other way. Maybe push that ball into the corner, try to get into scoring position.
Base is empty with 1 out. A ball, 2 strikes the count. And a big swing and a miss. He struck him out. 2 gone.
Farnsworth coming with a little cutter there. A little cut fastball or a... That's exactly it. Gardner just pulled off of it. It doesn't take much.
2 up, 2 down in the 9th. Now Russell Martin. The foul straight back. Strike 1. Price for 5, Cruz for 1, Peralta for 2. Now Farnsworth. 2 outs in the 9th and a strike to count to Martin. Russell Martin 2 for 3 tonight. Too low. 1-1. Jorge Posada has emerged from the dugout and he's out there on deck. He would pinch hit next for Nunez should the game continue. And a little tap left side. Longoria chases. Throws to first, and the ball game is over. Martin goes out third to first. Longoria to Kotzman. Evan moving to his left, and the Rays win it 6-5. A big comeback victory for the Rays. They found themselves down 5-1, had to play comeback baseball, and did exactly that with 5 runs in the 6th inning. Pair of 2-run home runs highlighted that 5-run frame, and the Rays take a 3-game lead in the American League East by hanging the 6th consecutive loss on the New York Yankees. The Rays snap their 2-game losing streak, win this one 6-5, and Longoria chasing to his left scooped that one and made the throw to first to get Martin and in this game. Rays are winners 6-5. Todd Callis standing by on the field right now.
Dwayne, thanks. What a rally by the Rays with that 5-run 6th inning. BJ, runs have been tough here at Tropicana Field for you guys. Once Sam Fold got that ball rolling, did you feel pretty good?
Yeah, definitely. You know, we knew we still had a ball game to play. You know, things could have got out of hand, but you know, David didn't have his best showing tonight, but he kept us in it enough, and the bullpen came in and did a great job, and we came up with some timely hits.
Yeah, David's carried you guys so many times. Kind of nice to reverse the roles today and pick him up.
Yeah, definitely, man. He's done it for us so much this year, and you know, like you said, kind of glad you know, we did it for him tonight.
In the early part of your career against A.J. Burnett, he had you. He struck you out a lot. It seems like you've finally started to have a little success against him. What happened in that home run?
You know what? He just left the curveball up and out over the plate, man. And, you know, I put a good swing on it, and it happened to go out of the ballpark.
Take a look at it. You know it's gone?
No, I didn't feel like I hit it that good, but it went, so I'm not complaining.
For this team, you know, 40 games in, you're still leading the AL East by a couple games, but to have the Yankees up big and to come from behind, that's got to be a big momentum boost for a team that's still trying to build its confidence.
Yeah, definitely. You know, especially at home. We haven't played that well at home, and you know, we came out here and played a good ball game tonight. He's a great pitcher, but you know, at the same time, we took advantage of his mistakes and paid off.
Final thing, BJ, Joe kind of gave the team a rest today. No batting practice, come in later. He said he might do it again. Do you guys feel like he might have needed that after a little rough patch?
Definitely. You know, it's tough to come out here on this turf. I don't think people realize how much of a difference it is playing on turf and natural grass. So maybe we needed it, and it paid off for us today.
All right, congratulations. Thanks, BJ. All right. BJ Upton, guys, he hit what turned out to be the game-winning home run. Back to you.
All right, Todd, thank you very much. The bullpen did a nice job for the Rays tonight. The Rays come back and beat the Yankees 6-5. Back with the totals in a moment.